Welcome back, readers. Let's dig into some more R-controlled syllables today. Our focus will be on our engagement text in our decodable book. This is Module 2, Cycle 6, Lesson 27.
Materials!
Go ahead and put on that thinking cap so we can get started. Here we have our learning targets. Go ahead and follow along with each one. The first one says, I can retell the events from the current edition of Sunnyside Gazette, Fall Fest in Sunnyside Park. The second learning target says, I can read high-frequency words and words that don't play fair. Orange, colors, great, and yellow. The third learning target down at the bottom says, I can read the decodable text Fall Fest at the Park.
Transition song.
Gather round together, together, together. It's time to hear a story, a story, a story. It's time to hear a story and say what we've learned.
Read-aloud.
We'll now be reading our engagement text. Fall Fest in Sunnyside Park is the name of today's edition of Sunnyside Gazette. This article is by Read-aloud. The Sunnyside City Park will be filled with fall fun this weekend. Residents can celebrate the season at the Harvest Festival. The Harvest Fest will include a farmer's market full of fresh farm foods to buy, such as corn, apples, pumpkins, eggs, and milk. The market also offers a variety of beautiful flowers and plants. There will be a large kid-friendly section called Fields of Fall Fun. Children can enjoy a tractor for climbing, a play barn, and a small petting zoo with goats, pigs, and rabbits. And don't forget to grab some free apple cider. The festival will open at 9 a.m. on Saturday and will close at sundown. Admission is free.
Question and answer.
Let's talk about what we just heard. I'll be asking you some questions that I'd like you to answer based on today's edition of the Sunnyside Gazette. What will be in Sunnyside City Park this weekend? The Harvest Festival. Great listening. What will be in the Fields of Fall Fun section? A tractor for climbing, a play barn, a small petting zoo, and free apple cider. If there will be a variety of flowers and plants, what does the word variety mean? That's right, many different types. Why are foods like apples and pumpkins sold at the festival in the fall? How might the foods change in the spring or summer? Farmers grow different foods depending on the season. Some foods grown in the fall are apples or pumpkins. Great job!
Word work.
Here we have our snap and trap chart. We'll be using this to organize some of our words based on the spelling patterns that we noticed. Remember, snap words follow the spelling patterns the way that they should. And trap words do something that's a little bit tricky. They don't play fair. Let's take a look at our words and sort them into the chart. This says turns. I notice the UR pattern. Earns. That sounds like a snap because it's using our R-controlled sound. That's awesome. The next word says orange. I'm noticing a magic E at the end, but I'm not hearing the vowel before it, say its own name. Orange. That seems a bit tricky. It should go in the trap column. Good job. You try this one. It's the word sing. Share what you think. You're right. It's a snap. We hear s-ing. ing is making its usual ing sound. There it is in our chart. Try this one. It's the word yellow. You're right. That one's a snap too. Yellow. We see our OW spelling pattern making the long O sound. This says colors. That is a trap word. Here it is moving into our chart. Notice that the vowel sounds aren't matching. Colors. It almost sounds like we have a short U at the beginning, but we see an O. How about this word, great? That's a trap too. I can hear the long A sound, but I don't see AI, AY, or a magic E. Let's move it. Here's the word that. We've done this one before, and we know it's a snap. Let's put it in the chart. Here's the word start. Tell us what you think. You're right. It's a snap. Art. I can hear that AR sound, R, just like we learned in lesson 26. That is a snap word.
Fluency.
It's almost time to read our decodable book, Fall Fest at the Park. Let's be detectives first, though. Here's a preview of some of the words we'll find in our decodable book, and we want to be prepared to read them. Repeat after me for each word. Starting. Turn. Colors. Yellow. Orange. You seem ready. Let's read the story together. Follow along. The leaves on the trees were starting to turn many colors. James and Pat could see red leaves, yellow leaves, brown and orange leaves. It was fall. They wanted to go to the Harvest Fest at the park. Can we walk to the park this morning? James asked Grandma. Sure, have fun and be safe, she said. James and Pat walked to the park. The Harvest Fest was full of fun things to do and see. There were lots of people and colors and smells. Pat and James saw some friends from school there too. Then they saw a farmer's market. The market had fresh eggs, butter, and milk. It also had yellow corn and things that grow on a farm. The market also had many flowers. Pat smelled the yellow and white flowers. That is a daisy, said James. Look, a tractor, said James. A big orange tractor from a farm was parked in the dirt. Pat and James ran to the tractor. Kids could get on it. They had to take turns. Then they saw a big barn. Not a real barn, but a play barn. There was also a real farmer there. He had a goat, a pig, and a rabbit. The kids could pet and feed them. Great job reading today. I'm sure you were very fluent.
Closing reflection.
Which high-frequency words were not tricky for you to read? Which high-frequency words were tricky for you to read? You did a great job reading today. Keep it up. Thanks for joining me again today. I'm so excited you're making progress with your reading. You're sounding so much more fluent. Keep it up. I'll see you next time.